Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Texas Showdown. We're here about to start off the Broly Legs Memorial Ultra Street Fighter 4 tournament. I am Rap with Wycra. How you doing?
Dude, it's so great to be back again. It's been so fun hanging out with Ultra 4 for 3 years now. It's an unfortunate start to how we got here, but we do have Ultra 4 here. So that's what, honestly, I can't be more excited for that.
Yeah, we're with Texas Showdown representing Ultra Street Fighter 4 as a game that really helped put Houston on the map. It was already big with the classic games beforehand, but we had such a great army of players in Street Fighter 4, and of course that helped elevate the FGC to that golden age. So especially in the memory of Broly Legs, one of the best players of Street Fighter 4 from the Texas region and in the United States. Inspirational player, and we host this tournament every year for his memory, and players from all over make it to compete in one of the few big Street Fighter 4 tournaments.
Absolutely, yeah. It's definitely become a namestay now, and I love that it's always here. Hanging out and seeing Ultra 4 is crazy. There's always some standout names. I didn't see a ton of them actually in this bracket this year. I'm not sure if they're not here. Timeline's mixed up, but we definitely have a whole list of new contenders from previous years, and it's gonna be wild if the top 8 rolls out like it does. So.
But it's exciting because, I mean, a game that's been out for just a long time. A lot of people have a history in this game, or maybe picked it up a little bit later. Yeah, you don't get you don't have good online, which is what it is. But you still, it's easy to run, easy to play, and some people still might like to go back to it. Maybe not as much as a Third Strike or Street Fighter 2, but it's still there, and it's apparent with what we have here. So it's going to be exciting to see who will make it out of our pools. Here we're going to go through the F pools. They'll be the next ones kind of after that, but really fun to see how people still bring the best of this game. That there's nothing new, nothing special. We know the ins and outs of Street Fighter 4. There's no surprises. So how can they push the envelope and make a statement?
Yeah, I gotta always say, this is one of those games you have to play offline. This is one of the ones, you're next to somebody, you're at the cab, this is what I think of. And, there's lots of older games hanging out in the retro room, of course, that, fit that bill even better. But this is where we start. So, that shit's, I love it so much.
Well, that's what I love. The love is all there, and it's going to be apparent here. We get a nice stream for it here on Full Bar Esports, as Mr. Full Bar Esports himself, Maticus, is going to be our first match. Coming up on the left side here to start off our pools. It's going to be very, very exciting as we get some classic Street Fighter, Xbox 360 / arcade era action here.
I think we are running this on Steam today, so we got that really crisp extra version for it. And this is an interesting start. Double charge characters. Over the years, I've definitely seen a reliance on some of the charge characters coming out, especially here. Year 1 was full of Blankas, year 2 was full of Bison, so let's see if the Balrog shows up and hangs out a little longer.
Like what I'm seeing already from Maticus, putting that pressure here against Eggsalad. Vega's not going to be the character, but really good reversals. Has those good plans. Wants to stay out the corner, but is pressed. Charging that focus.
Yeah, he went for a long time. Getting into the corner, keeping it plus. They're trying to walk up with a grab, but Eggsalad's so aware of that, able to just take that quick check and win himself back to neutral.
All right, lost the ball. Let's pick it back up if they can. Not quite. So they're going to have that not blocking the overhead. Maticus now with the pressure. Frame traps are plenty. Doesn't get the follow-up, but a big lead.
Yeah, and he's walked himself a ton of distance. They're trying to get a little extra aggressive on the rebound, but knocks himself into the corner off of that great block from Maticus, and the continued boxer pressure is all you need to end a Vega.
Nice pass to rush low. Maticus in the driver's seat, a little bit of bars, and he feels the EX rush punches very effectively. Oh, he's dropped the bar, and he's the right special.
Good pick up here with the FRDC. Keep it going.
We get the link, but we get something. Full combo here. Eggsalad finally gets some damage. Has SA2 available. Not quite yet for Maticus.
Knocked him out, got the claw down again, but just in enough space there that he just is able to land right back on it. And we're back to full power with the Vega, but it doesn't matter if our health bar keeps slipping away. The mask is off, damage is up, and so is yours.
Okay. Ooh, with the headbutt, no. Ultra. Big meaty turn punch. All right. E.X, but an easy answer there. And there we go. Right to the kidney. Maticus, game 1.
real consistent. I feel like Eggsalad hasn't really taken advantage of the space that Vega really wins in this situation. Maybe try backing off a little bit, get to that corner, and then dive your way out and make Balrog fight for it. He has the patience, right, but he's his claw.
Yeah, those little leaks can be tricky as well. So if you're not hitting those perfect combos, then go get the Sky High Claw, backdash against the throw. Matic is back to making space, but Eggsalad with some good neutral jumps.
Yeah, landed with a neutral button there, but I think it was the weird cross-up one that doesn't really hit on restand. Nice block on the overhead, though. Lock it in, finding a good space here. Able to get out of the corner. He's kind of playing the game plan I was thinking about earlier.
Alright, not a bad spot. Poking and chipping away at Matic. He's trapped here in this situation. No aim here, no flip kick. Tough spot. All these neutral jumps are going to get sniped eventually by the EX headbutt. If we're not careful, we'll need a lot of damage on the Ultra 1.
Yeah, he slid right by that. Trying to use the cancel to get his way out, but Eggsalad is getting tossed right now. He's got to get out. Oh, throws him back to the claw, though. Not able to pick it up.
Yeah, no cross up there. So these neutral jumps aren't really working out too much anymore in this situation. Eggsalad getting to the legs.
And we're being real conservative with our ultra meter on both of these guys. I know they're a bit more situational than some, but you might have to let it go if we're going to win around. Matic is on set point right now.
Yeah, a lot of bar on Eggsalad's side, which can be a little bit helpful, but how are they going to spend it? They've not done these confirms into the wall dive. All right, 1-2, too far away, gets a jump, and drops it, unfortunate. It's a punish, okay.
Very nice, yeah, that hold on the charge, waiting for the turnaround, getting everything going. Matic definitely has a game plan, and he's executing on it perfectly. Even with a few drop combos here and there, the stun is still omnipresent.
Oh my goodness, we freestyling it, put ourselves in the corner, it's a little more challenging. Gets out again, but this is the last chance to chip out. He's going to do it.
Yeah, always got to be aware of the chip. It's funny, Maticus wins, but he's still knocking his head back as he dropped the simplest combo of the set. But you got to be happy with your performance. Your neutral was immaculate. You're playing a good game, and just you got to keep that stuff up. Ultra 4 is an explosive game, and the best way to win is landing those neutral hits.
Yeah, I mean, just played it really solid all the way through. Just didn't have much to fear against the side of Eggsalad. So once you get like Balrog free range, just to rush punch forward, not have any problems, you saw just took it to it and played it solid 2-0 to kick things off here at Texas Showdown for Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, off to a great start here. Yeah, definitely setting up with some more invincible reversals, maybe just finding some better space and flipping around the stage, not approaching with it, but just kind of frustrating him by being in the air where you can't hit him very well unless he commits to something. Might be a different way to go about it, but I mean, let's be honest, Balrog usually sits at the bottom of that tier list even though he shows up all the time because he's got that really solid game plan, but I think people underestimate how even though the focus attack is not very good, the character's still got some fundamental prowess to him.
So like, yeah, being able to advance forward just from a down back, it already means a lot, right? Like Vega doesn't really have like that luxury like maybe a Honda or a Balrog or a Bison that just their down back is gonna just maybe give them access to like that air mobility like you mentioned. But you know, it's a little things. The range is like your number one thing. But if you don't get to use that effectively, then a player like Maticus can roll right over you. But Eggsalad, of course, 2 out of 3 or double elimination, has a chance on that loser side. The brackets are on that start.gg, so you can check it out, follow along with us. We got a lot of like Houston players, some folks from out of town as well had entered too. So
I know we got Ronan Healy from Florida hanging out. That's sorry, I got to gas up my guys over here. So, bunch of guys.
We don't need Phoenix right. We got him. Absolutely. All right, so we're getting our setup for our next one as local under night in birth aficionado PapaPesto in the player 2 side. One of the kindest, funnest little dudes you'll see in the Houston communities, helping out and doing a little bit of street fighting. So branching out, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is kind of, ironically, really feels along the under night sphere, right? Like a lot of the invincible wake-up options kind of feel similar there. You don't have to spend the bar for it. And Vanilla Under Night came out around the same time as this stuff. If you've been playing these for long enough, there was definitely a huge overlap between these two quite a while ago. So
the Ultimate Gohan versus PapaPesto. So again, what's fun about like late era 2026 Street Fighter 4? You don't know what people are going to be playing. There's such a huge cast to choose from. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People aren't just playing Evil Ryu and doing that. There's not like that person that's just, I'm playing Elena.
Exactly.
I'm just going to mash crouching light punch and make your life miserable. No, everyone's just having a good time, having fun, picking fun things.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll see broken stuff. Who knows?
Maybe when top 8 starts swinging around, but these early pools matches, everyone's here for a good time. Everyone's here to remember Broly a little bit, and everyone's here fighting hands at their max capacity. So I just love it. It's such a good time. I mean, we're definitely getting all of our buttons set, everything going through. Do you happen to know who these guys play in this game?
That's gonna be the fun part. Is I don't know who is what they're bringing to the table here. Because again, this is for most people it's a side game, right?
Yeah.
And what you pick might differ from time to time. As you're just I want to play this guy now. I want to match with this guy. For how long? For how much resources, previous matches, and like history you can go back and watch. You know, you can master anybody given enough time. All that stuff is there.
Oh my goodness! one of the buttons is just fighting back right now. It is refusing to be assigned. But it's okay. It looks like we finally got it here. We're taking away at some buttons, getting things going. I do see T-Hawk on the screen. I don't know if we're going to be holding it down the whole time. I didn't see Chico Rabbit, one of our mainstays over here at the Ultra Cabs. Miss her to death. Only made like 90 mistakes with their names in previous times, but we're finally getting to the point in commentary where I can notice some people. So.
You're warming up. You get to recognize the folks. Yeah. You've been around as long as I have.
It's only taken 4 years.
Yeah. You'll get there. You know, I've been doing this for over 20 years now.
That's nuts.
And you know, I see people come and go, but when they come back, it's like, oh hell
yeah. But regardless, keeping things going. I hope you guys are enjoying Texas Showdown so far. I mean, we're only like 2-3 hours into day 2. We've got tons of this stuff left. I know last night Dragon Ball FighterZ went to about 2 a.m. So, you know, we've given as much time as we possibly can, and we will continue to do so. I saw KOF top 8. It was right before Ultra 8, so...
Yeah, they had the qualifiers for top 8 then. That always takes a little bit of time, so, you know, we're tournament standard time is doing its best. The real matchup right now is a controller setup. We are fighting the PC to get things going, which is, you know, that's why tournaments didn't back then really run on PC as often, because of like modern games. It's not so bad. There could still be some issues, but I think Street Fighter 4 can be kind of unkind.
Yeah, the port version is not perfect. It always has a little hiccup here and there, but you know, we work with what we got. We're gonna keep pushing forward no matter what out here. These guys are just happy to be out here playing Ultra 4, and I know they want to get in just as bad as we do.
I know, right? Yeah, I can't be frustrated because I'm not the one on the sticks trying to get this to work if we're getting like TOs and stuff at some point involved, probably.
Yeah. How was 3S? You were just over there in the retro section hanging out with that,
a lot
right?
of fun. That retro room is super sick. Everyone having a good time. It's like a whole different world out there. Yeah. Everyone playing on arcade hardware, playing on just classic stuff. We're playing not even like super guns or anything. It's just real arcade boards into the cabinets, and you know, world-class talent in that game as well. So just, you know, every game here has got so many great people all across the board, no matter what, if it's Soul Calibur 6, Virtua Fighter, Modern Fighters as well, and even like all the really just older games.
Yeah, it's super sick. With the 25th anniversary, there's been a lot of extra pots coming out for some of these classicals, and people are showing up for it. I'm very excited by it. Of course, like, there's been, Texas Showdown always gets a small little curse, and this year it seems to have been the airports. But if that's the only curse we got, now that we're all here, as far as I know, it's fine. We're good. Yeah.
Getting here, I mean, that's like not the hardest part. Like getting out of here, I think my problem. That's all. That's for y'all.
Like I got an 8 a.m. flight. We will see if I just end up walking home. You know, just a quick little walk across Florida. Yeah, why not?
Might get there faster.
All right, we got some new colors for Ryu going. Let's see if the match can actually keep it going, though.
All right, I think we're all good. Ultimate Gohan versus PapaPesto is to be able to. Yeah, you also got to press start first.
Exactly. Even though it's still on the right side, it kind of like you're like, wait, you should go.
It's Ultimate Gohan on the Thunderhawk. PapaPesto with this classic Ryu, bringing out this like little bit of Daigo Umehara.
Yeah.
Let's see how good our fundies are.
Yeah, like you were saying, this is a lot of people's like other game just out here for fun. Ryu is a really good way to kind of like stabilize the way you want to play, find some real consistent stuff. But when a T-Hawk shows up, I know they've played this game and they are ready to go. Yes, Ultimate Gohan here. Definitely seen the name on online brackets. I'm excited to have him out here.
And there's a classic whip jump into the command grab as PapaPesto. You get uppercut, then mine. Dive, whip punish with the Condor dive. And now we're putting that pressure with the Spire.
Great stuff. Landing for any button there so we can get the re-landing coming in. Great neutral check coming in for Ryu. Sweeping it for the anti-air, but you are not far enough away to get tossed.
Whip, punishing that crouch and heavy punch. No cancel into that. E.X command grab as PapaPesto might be in a tough spot already.
Already starting off strong though with the fireball game. Gave a little bit of too much ground there. Needed to continue to re-pressure with that standing MK. He's able to DP out of there, trying to catch the jump on the side of Gohan, but now it's his turn. Let's see how he can do it.
All right, there's the Spire and the walk back. PapaPesto kind of in a tough spot. Doesn't really know how to really approach here. Gets hit by the sweep. There's a charge focus attack, but it whip.
A lot of swinging going on right now. Nobody quite landing on the game plan that's going to win them the round here, but kind of evening up. A lot of respect, and a lot of respect that they might not be going for the correct option. All right.
So Sarge does a fireball because I'm super gonna whiff, but because he jumped away in the fear of this, no, drops the neutral jump punish. Ultimate Gohan turning the butter, takes that first game.
Sometimes it's hard to rewire your brain a little bit to remember that neutral jumps have different aerial properties in this game. You swing down, you're like, heavy kick. I'm gonna press roundhouse and it's gonna take him out. Nope, that button's for air-to-air combats in this game. Sorry. hope you didn't want to do damage in that instance. Good jump out though.
Yeah, Void's getting hit by whip, Condor dive into command grab, but now PapaPesto feeling frisky with the DPs.
Yeah, and a good option to go for the medium one there, give him that little bit of extra distance to take him down. And a great jump again, going for that jumping heavy kick. Sometimes it's hard to get our brains out of that recognition and using the heavy kick to take him out and reset this neutral position.
Speaking of DPs, coming through here, Ultimate Gohan didn't have the meter to cancel into the Condor dive after that, but now just one more hit away from turning. We are swinging hard. PapaPesto finally gets that jump, but it's wake up Condor Spire to get the round.
Very good. Hey, he dropped in with the right button, got that full combo, keeping things going. The adaptations are coming in, the rust is falling off, and it's time to deal some damage.
All right, getting all these crouching heavy punches, big chunk of damage. We don't see combos here, we're just slugging it out.
The sweep does great damage, getting you that Oki situation. Can't go wrong with it. Yeah, see, even go for that sweep on the anti-air just to confirm the knockdown, reset the game plan, and keep things running right now. Go on to the other side into the wake-up DP. Love it.
Okay, we're getting extra cerebral here. Ultimate Gohan just needs one Ultra to close out. PapaPesto walking himself in the corner. Has all the bar in the world. Some heavy. Okay, love that. It's tag.
Definitely was looking for the buffer on the DP there. Not converting the way he needs to. Oh, he's out of there. Good sweep.
Turned it all, but PapaPesto finally getting a read on the situation, able to jump out. And Ultimate Gohan is just letting it rip. Condor Spider dies to round start super, but that's all of Pesto's meter.
I was going to say, like, he needs to start throwing out some E.X fireballs, you know, use some of this meter even for chip, but he found even better use. Wake up level 1, tossing out that full super bar. Love it from Pesto.
All right, Pesto, gotta go back to the big buttons, because light hits ain't gonna save you here as we're just tip-tapping away.
Nice. Good recognition on the barely minus state of that. Still DPing and slugging it out.
There's an Ultra available for Pesto. Are we gonna let it rip right on time? Ultimate Gohan walking it down. Oh my god, empty jump DP hits!
I can tell Ultimate Gohan really wants to close this out with the Ultra, and he is able to lay his air movement for long enough to find that final hit. Ultimate Gohan not only won, but accomplished his goals. Great stuff to our competitors.
Oh my goodness. Very, very fun match between those two. They were just swinging for the fences all the way throughout, and having a party.
Yeah,
but Ultimate Gohan coming on top. Exactly.
We're
it's
having
a good
party out here.
Yep.
Especially pools. We might, maybe for grand finals, we'll lock in for a few minutes. Maybe. It's always up to in the air of what we're gonna do.
That was a really fun getting just extra scrappy on that one. So both players just having a good time, and I hope you all are enjoying the good times here at Texas Showdown as this Memorial Pro League Memorial Tournament Street Fighter 4, and we are fighting in the memory of him.
Always have to. The brawls, the fights are not stopping anytime soon. We're going to get that next matchup for you guys real quick. But yeah, it was a really nice one. The T-Hawk moving on. Definitely going to see some grapplers show up in those higher brackets.
There's a lot of them too in this game, for sure.
Yeah, there's also when a game isn't being played quite as much, like that grappler mentality can swing back in such strong force because your combos aren't going to be as clean as they used to be. A little tiny drop where a man is just churning that butter. Now all of a sudden, oh yeah, it's going to happen so much in this bracket. Oftentimes to combat that, people pick very safe options that want to play on poking, but you know, it doesn't always save them.
Game lets you have like a lot of good play styles, you know, a lot of flexibility in how you kind of approach a character, which has always been fun. It looks like I hear people getting up on stage, getting their buttons all set up and ready to go. But again, I'm not gonna follow the bracket on my phone too often. I like to get little surprises of who gets up here. You know, we don't have any of like the. Well, I watch like I see the results of like older Street Fighter 4 tournaments that happen like at other major events. But like a few like mainstays that maybe like travel out to it, but I can't really have any like predictions of what'll happen here. There are some really good people who have played like really competitively back then for Street Fighter 4 who I think are in the bracket still, which will be exciting to see. But you know, we'll see. You know, again, this is not like most people's main focus, but
exactly,
it is still fun nonetheless.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. I mean, the TOs here do their best to seed the bracket, but like sometimes if your only reference point is past results, it's like, well, he hasn't played it since like 2016.
Yeah,
is
where
he
are they
actually
at? Where
still
are
winning?
they now?
Has he been keeping up? Has he picked up hobby painting instead of hanging out and actually grinding this stuff out? We never know. So it's always up in the air.
It's still a trophy at the end of the day, and a medal as well, whichever way you go. So a lot at stake, no matter what. So, you know, people bring their all just for that.
Yeah, without a doubt. Force a volatile game. It has a lot of personality to it, and it's so fun. We try to bring up as many of those as we possibly can onto this stage. And speaking of personality, we got Ronan Healy hanging up in the building. I'm not as familiar with the other gentlemen, but I'm sure I'm about to be.
Yeah, Ronan all the way here from Florida coming through and plays a lot of the older games. We'll be here for Marvel 3 as it comes through. And now it's going to rock out for some Street Fighter 4 with the Hugo from one grappler to the other.
Yeah, this is definitely the like, even though T-Hawk is such a strong grappler, has a little bit of that ground presence and can set themselves up. Hugo's just going to be swinging. There's going to be buttons flying.
Yeah, good buttons. Good set play if it goes on there. So there's a lot there. We'll see how crisp Ronan still is going up here against
the Tampa Gaming Show, where he usually hangs out, oftentimes will set him up, and he definitely gets some consistent offline sets as well. But they also run an online bracket that I'm sure he shows up for. Considering he plays Parsec with the Marvel 3, this is nothing new for him.
Ronan Healer is doing a good job. Got already hit our links as well. But high of a jump, Hugo's so tall, you gotta be careful about how you're pushing that side. Teleports out from the clap, and there's the area.
That standing heavy kick is going to be even extra buffed against such a tall character like Hugo. EvilGoose definitely has a small matchup advantage just on normals alone.
Right, there's the escape. Gotta be careful in the air. We do have EX backbreaker available just in case. Nope, you cannot jump like that for free. If it's Ultra 2, it's the anti-air. If it's Ultra 1, it's on that ground. Big splat. Watch the EX crusher didn't catch it with the backbreaker.
Absolutely. It has to be hyper aware of the chip, but it's not even going to come out. This jumping heavy punch from EvilGoose winning him that first victory here.
Ronan's.
It's backwards.
Oh,
that was EvilGoose. Ronan is 100% playing Hugo right now.
I was going to say, we have to mix up my bad.
No, that's fine. We can just switch that on the sit-it.
Alright, Framework's special gets the break on the armor. EvilGoose hitting our combos perfectly. Has been really on top of it.
Yeah. He's got great set play and pressure so far. The only thing is, Ronan's one of those players that recognizes you're having good set play, you've got the combos down, and he'll start abusing it. He just might need a little wake-up match. I know this is his first one of the day.
Alright, the back throw has also available to see space, but reading the backbreaker level. What again?
But I hope you like this animation. You're going to be seeing it a lot today. The comeback factor is already here. You cannot leave that option, fully loaded, and expect to live.
All right, as well as EvilGoose is playing, the comebacks from Ronan are plenty. But full stick of butter on EvilGoose's side. Nice. Ooh, nice. Focus dash, cancel in, gets the command grab, gets the clap, walks it out.
Ooh, catching him with that really slow button there, the overhead, not trading, but instead interrupting whatever EvilGoose was throwing out there, canceling just a little too early on Ronan's side.
All right, a little bit of punish with the backbreaker on wake up, catching the neutral jump, but we get the stop. Oh my goodness, going for a ride.
Right, that should do it. Like I said, you're gonna fall in love with this super by the end of it. I think like the first one, you're like, that's so sick. The second one, you're like, okay, it's getting old. The third one, you're like, okay, I've seen it enough now. But I guarantee you by the 12th one, we're gonna be on the floor laughing.
Yeah, and EvilGoose with a lot of options to kind of go through the armor, but the roundhouse just kind of betrayed him. A little bit more space, space goes right. Oh, but we're just not jumping out of the meat squasher off to the corner.
Setups here, yeah, instead not going for the gear, set up the ring, just wants that time. Doesn't need anything special here, and reruns the set play, baby. What are we doing this time? Definitely hit that overhead timing. It's just a little off, and EvilGoose is going to find his way out.
No cross-ups there, no combo though. Double scissors, now Ronan with the lead. But the backbreaker once again, and now it's over game. Chip out, not quite yet.
Yeah, able to give himself a little bit of invincibility running through the clams here. EvilGoose has a lot of work to make up with, and you gotta remember Ultra's on deck, but finding a good way out, it doesn't matter. The armor is able to pull it through and put Ronan Healy on set point here.
Letting it all rip as Ronan just master of the disrespect.
Yeah.
Building up some bar, going for some of his lariats, get all that meter back.
Very smart. Off to a really good start here with good pressure on the side of EvilGoose. He's kind of found a nice gameplay against Ronan, and in his combos keeping him this nice. He'll continue to do great stuff. Yeah, not grounded yet. Really smart startup, but the full hit there. Let's go, Ronan.
EvilGoose thought he was out of the way, squashing some meat. Are we going to get the reach that time? Yeah, standing. Game's pressure out. No punish. Kind of hard.
Now, Ultra available for EvilGoose. I could definitely see it coming if we were not churning that butter on the dash. Ronan with the 2 straight is going to continue moving on in this bracket.
Yeah, EvilGoose had a game plan, but Ronan dragged him into the mud and took advantage of those Ultra ones, cleaning up, advancing on that winner's side.
Yeah, and you can even tell, like, Ronan slowed it down a little bit. Once he kind of got away with the murder 1 or 2 times, he's like, actually, I'm going to run the game plan that I have for Hugo and just keep it going there. He's got a very competitive bracket ahead of him, but when it's playing Hugo, you know it's going to be a good time.
It'll be a party. It is very, very, very fun. We saw it with the T-Hawk before that. Now with Ronan Healy's flavor of Hugo.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute blast. As grapplers are on parade, running over everybody right now here at Texas Showdown.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, he plays like Taskmaster in Marvel 3, like somebody who copies the abilities, keeps it stuff. And then there's Ronan, the player, who has his own style that he's formulated, and it's just all him. And there's no copying whatsoever. Instead, he's got everything on his own. So
yeah, no, that was fun.
Yeah, no wonder that.
But yeah, that'll be more of that F-Pulls action coming up in just a little bit here at Texas Showdown. We got a lot of great players. I know SolidXPanda, a guy who made his name with Street Fighter 4, having been a streamer for it, running like online lobbies all the time, exhibition events, as well as going out to events to stream them on twitch.tv/SolidXPanda. That is, if you're privy to Street Fighter 4, that was a big name in that era.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I think I missed that era, but unfortunately, like, at least I'm part of this one where it's still hanging around.
The new era.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good.
It's been
Never
such a blast
too
ever
late
since.
to get into it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And with all the great community people who can reminisce, learn the stories, and have fun with it, that's the beauty of community as old as the FGC.
Yeah, it is. You definitely get grandfathered in as like some guy you'll be like talking about why like he's shouting at his face, and some dude will come grab you by the shoulder and be like, let me tell you a little bit of a story about these two. Evo 2012, they were beating each other, and then pulls out an infinite on them, and you're like, oh shoot, I'd be mad too. I get that. Hasn't seen him since, so.
All right, so we're hearing them getting all set up. I hear those buttons and those trademark noises of Street Fighter 4.
It's funny, I knew Ultra 4 was going to be up on stream right after KOF, and the moment that intro click happens, I'm like, shooting and looking.
Some games, yeah, you know, like when you listen to like, you know, Capcom Presents, you already are ready. Your ears perk up, you're like, oh man. All right, we're actually jumping right into it. It's going to be Ronan Healy back on the sticks against SolidXPanda, dropping the Bison. They have gone for typically like Sagat sometimes as well, but here not wanting to mix Street Fighter 6 with 4.
Yeah. Off to a solid start. Oh, punishable, very smart stuff there. I think it was a little late with the churning, but still found the hit there. SolidXPanda doing a little bit of a better job of applying those neutral buttons, and I think remembering how good standing heavy kick is.
Well, see, Ronan's had some answers to it. Are we jumping out? No, we ain't. Going for a ride again. We're going to close it up. These Ultra 1 Command Man supers are lightning quick. You leave a gap, then you will get clapped.
He's, you know, Hugo's over here like adjusting his glasses like, did you change? I think I just did this. What happened? Did you like my yellow that much, buddy?
All right, now we're starting to zone out. Ronan is starting to pick up a little bit of FADCs to get these punishes, right? A quick dash from Hugo, which is really nice, unlike other grapplers that may take more time.
Yeah, and that's going to be one of the key strategies, right, in punishing those single-hit standing buttons. You got to kind of swing in some scissor kicks, find ways to break it with 2 hits. But if Ronan's just going to be the belligerent and press buttons, you have to deal with that in smart ways.
Okay, now light using medium kicks instead of with the heavy kick, just to make something a little bit safer, a little bit harder to get past. But unfortunately, EX Cycle Crush are going to be a big punish, and now it's all Ronan.
Nice. A little late on that meaty setup.
Punish? Nice. Oh, we drop it. A little tricky. You got to do a little bit more than that, especially against the reversal that is the EX Lariat.
Oh, a little late on the punish. Yeah, and he's not jumping yet. Good stuff to Ronan, using that Ultra for another time. Taking it over solid for the first game, but we got plenty left. Has he blinked it? Wait a minute.
He's not blinked the entire... Okay, there he did.
I love it. I love it.
It's been the same look the entire set. Panda shaking his head a little bit. Like, all right, buddy, this is how you want to play? Let me show you these fundies. Panda's got some good old fundies, and we'll see if he switches it up a little bit. Yup, there's the GAT. I was wondering if this is going to show up, and if you're going to fight a grappler in Street Fighter 4, you can't ask for a better character.
Yeah, I mean, it's no vanilla Sagat, but still, the game plan is the same. The normals are still beautiful, and now we got like 2 similarly heighted characters as well. The camera's like gonna stand up a little bit. He's like, oh shoot, I gotta be up here. All right.
Expect a lot of roundhouses. It's a good amount of tiger shots, and if we have our DPs on point, that's going to be a big thing that can help out Panda the most. You reach ITs, take the booty to the face DP. There it is. Makes the escape. Back at you though.
Might be no Mika here, but there's definitely some room for some booty out here. Let's get it, Ronan.
Too far, it's a sweet punish. I'd like to see it EX Tiger Knee, just to get that reset in there. Light punish again. We got a spin bar, just to put Hugo away.
Good zoning right now, using those aerial fireballs, trying to catch them all standing. I like it.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you for bringing yourself nice and close. I'm going to close it out one more time.
Oh, number 6 on the board, folks. And I'm sure there's more to come here. Ronan putting himself on set point again, using that Ultra 1.
I know Panda's like, he does not like most players, not a huge fan of these big grapplers, especially the way they go for those 360s all the time, catching them all the way, double overhead.
No.
Tough spot here for Panda.
When your hurt boxes like extend as far as Sagat, you're going to get clipped by some of those overheads because they're just slow, they're chunky, and they're eating up the whole space. Great DP, though, to get himself out, but Ronan's so ready for it.
Guess for game. There it is. EX don't count. Now you gotta guess. It's gonna be the Ultra. We're gonna block it out.
Look at Hugo's face. He might have been scared, but he was ready for it the whole time. My goodness.
Stone face Ronan with a clean kill.
The thumbs up. I love that guy. He's the best. Oh.
He is so good at making you just feel like it's exasperating.
Defeated.
He's just like deflated and just like, this is why I stopped playing this game. Dang it.
But He's got one more match before he makes it out into the top 8 winner side. I think he's technically guaranteed to top 8.
Huh?
No. I think he's got to win 1 in losers if he loses on the winner side. Something like that. Brackets are weird. I don't run them. I just
That's
sit
why you
here.
just talk about them. I
get fed stuff,
Yeah.
you know. I got great commentators like Raph over here to carry my sorry butt. So that's
Hey, we don't downplay. We only upplay, okay?
That's true.
This is Space City. We go to the sky.
Heck yeah.
Up top.
I like that. Hey, we're on the Space Coast, so, you know, hanging out there with you. But it's really good time out here. Double Ronan. I don't want triple Ronan. As much as I love hanging out with that guy, I need some new cash. Let's see some new players out here.
Yeah, that's enough Gigas breakers. Enough Ultra ones to satisfy at least this block.
Yeah, I need a break so that way I can stop counting the Ultras coming in. I need to lose count. It's a good time, though.
Might as well. I'm gonna do my little faux pas, pull out the phone. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna take a look to see how this bracket is still shaping up as. It's gonna be Ronan Healy versus the winner of Ghost Toast and Ultimate. Well, there's still some matches going on, so we don't know for sure. But when it updates, we'll find out. As let's see. Yeah.
They've been really good about updating the brackets, so they might be looking for players more than anything, you know.
And if I look at F2, which I believe is going on at the same time.
Yeah. We've got 2 brackets here. We've got the F in the afternoon at noon, and then we got G. I think it's going in at 2. Might be switching up to 4 because we had a couple of switches on the bracket last minute. Make sure you show up to your bracket early. We're not going to be pushing anything
Absolutely.
Forward. We're pushing things back, so that way everybody has enough time for their brackets and all the awesome things that you signed up for here. So, Raph, speaking of awesome things, Raph, did you sign up for anything at this wonderful event?
I've signed up to do commentate, hang out with everybody, match some casuals, and have a good time, but put pressure off. This is my vacation, a 3-day weekend to break away from all the hullabaloo of real life, you know. So
I cannot say that any better, man. Oh, I know. Thursday night, I had a Friday morning flight. I had to work all Thursday, like put everything together, and it was just kind of a mess, like getting out here. But like the moment I landed, and it was this nice, cool air that Texas has got going on right now, it's like, oh, this is what I'm
we got a nice
for.
little cold front to make everybody appeased, to make it like seem like Houston's not a humid, miserable pile of mess that it is normally. But a lot of folks, you know, tournament starting a little bit later on a Friday, people have that luxury of getting in a little bit late. I have to worry about Thursday, save a little bit of cash.
Yeah, believe me, it's real tight. These flight prices are going up, and I'm not happy about it. But we're here now, and it doesn't matter. So
and long days too. I mean, started at 10 a.m. We're not going to end until like midnight, and then some like last night. So you know, power to the people who are the late night crew. I'm the morning shift this year, so I got a little lucky. But I know some folks who aren't. And, I've been here in the trenches with them tonight. I'm going to stay up as much as possible. Yesterday, I crashed out a little early, but today, you know, I like to savor it because finals day doesn't go on as long as you'd like.
Yeah.
So Saturday is the one where you max out.
Yeah, I unfortunately, like, no top player privilege here. I'm never playing on a Sunday, so I always got to make the most of my Saturdays.
Absolutely.
And, you know, Friday's gone and past. But I know we got some community events on Sunday. I'm doing Alpha 3 Upper and Street Fighter 5 at like 10 a.m., so I'm super excited for those.
Yeah, I love to see a lot of the community up to Uma Musume.
Oh,
it's they're gonna have the bracket for that, like as
free.
well.
You can just sign up for that.
And just have it. Yeah, if you got your ponies ready to go.
You better have some A tiers. Actually, have they upped it from A tier yet? I know, like Japan, you can get like S plus.
Well, like
you know.
S is very common now.
Oh, shoot.
Japan's like on UG++++. They're like ultra grade, extra power. Like, you know, I'm not a whale like that. I have my S's and I'll do my thing, but you know. It gets sweaty out there. The community, I mean, people go hard. They go hard for the ponies.
That's like the best thing about any video game thing is like there's always someone who's taking it to the next level. It's like, I love this so much, I will do it as hard as I possibly can. I will fund myself through it.
Spend thousands of dollars to get my horses ready to go. I'm like,
respect.
You should put those $1,000 in actual horses and hit the track. Maybe you have you can make some of the money back.
To be fair, horses are gosh darn expensive. But, you know, doesn't mean we can't do some sick stuff no matter what. And hopefully you guys are coming out to Texas Showdown and hanging out with that. If you haven't made it out before and you're just watching us for years after years, even though you missed the best year, which is going to be this one, next year's going to be fire too, I guarantee
anniversary.
Yeah.
A very rare thing to see. in the FGC. I know a lot of tournaments have come and gone. A lot of legacy events aren't around anymore. Some new events crop up here and there, but it's difficult to host something at the scale of this or bigger, right?
Yeah.
But grassroots has always been important. Folks that can run smaller things, be it at like a game store, at a bar, at a garage. It's the little things that keep the wheels moving,
For sure. And yeah, I do think like you've made it when you do have that one event like every year where it shows up and everyone comes out for it because they're like, this is the fun one. This is the thing I'm coming out for. And then from that, you get a couple extra members in your community as they're like, no, I love this enough that I want to keep practicing. I want to see that guy next week, and I want my run back. So it all stems down from these huge events, at least for some of us.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we're going to be getting our next match up soon. I think they're rounding out some of the pool matches, so now they're on the stage, getting prepared and ready to jump into more of this here at Texas Showdown. As again, we're going to be wrapping up at least Pool F1 in a little bit. Let's see if there's any little updates on that as matches have been moving and grooving. Looks like we're going to get Gigi E.X versus Ultimate Gohan. Winner of that will be fighting against Ronan and Healy as Ghost Toast lost to Gigi E.X.
If Gohan wins, we got Grappler v. Grappler, which is always up for a good time. I'm always excited to see that.
For what I've seen, though, I think Ronan's going to have this big advantage, obviously the top seed of the pool, and the way they've been playing is the sharpest out of everybody so far, which playing a character that lets you kind of play dirty. And, like, I don't need my combos right. I just need to do enough funny stuff to just keep this offense going, and it works. It's great.
The mental damage factor is so real in these games. Being able to trick with your opponent using things they think they know about and just opting to a different option, doing something a little uncomfortable. It's a mainstay of grappler players that are really, really solid at their characters.
Especially, you have that health, you can play dirty. You can use that health as a resource, and it's a little fun time. So we'll see if we get a little bit of difference here. We know it's going to be the T-Hawk on the side of Ultimate Gohan. Gigi E.X, I'm not really sure what they're going to play, but I'm sure we'll hear for a treat here.
Yes. I think they're seeing like a Yoon or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know if we get anybody who's in the weeds that deep in this game still. Like, at least like playing it casually to use a Yoon to get Ganage combos and really execute that high,
I know. Last year we had online Tony showing up with the Seth, which was really fun. And like, I don't know. I play a little bit of Seth. I really like the simpler combos, I guess, until you get to that corner and you got to get that stupid jump that I miss every single time. But that's a me problem, not a game problem.
Oh yeah, those little things, right? Yeah. No online Tony this year since his son isn't out here competing at Texas Showdown, so we don't get a two-time champ for Street Fighter 4, but that'll make him even more interesting.
Yeah.
As Ronan is looking unstoppable, we'll see there's plenty of folks that can challenge him.
Oh yeah, I know. If we don't get it, if he doesn't see it in the F pool, if we do have Brian F hanging out in the G pool, so there is always a chance a Balrog is able to clean things up over here.
Brian G, sick.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been around the block a long time too. So playing all the different streets out here. So
I think he's been so locked into Street Fighter 6 the past 2 years, and now he's kind of like, okay, the content creation's been going pretty good. Let me swing out and do some more of the fun stuff. I'm here for it.
You're at Texas backyard tournament, so gets to come out and have a fun time. So we decided to see him a little bit later on today, but back into the F block as it sounds like we're in character select and getting ready to choose our fighters.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know if we're streaming the G block, unfortunately. So we'll have to see. That's time will go on. We'll get where we get. I'm like,
again, there's a lot of games out here.
Exactly.
Only so many streams.
Yeah, and we still have 4 of them. Like, there's lots of things going on.
Yeah.
Full bar where you're hanging out. The main channel, you got. I remembered their name last night. I don't remember it anymore, but obviously Rizwan on the retro, and then the other third stream. I got half a brain to remember this stuff.
It's still early in the day. It's fine.
The earliness has nothing to do with it. It's just an empty chasm up here.
So you get the headphones on. It's going to keep everything contained. You're fine. It won't all escape. All right? You're fine. You're fine.
Get it. All right. Knock it in here. I do see people pressing and doing stuff, but we're definitely just checking out the buttons. Yo, a bit of the side profile stance right now. I wonder if we're staying on that or are we locking back in?
Right, I think we're going to the, I believe this is the F2 pools. So not sure
new
what will
players.
be out here, yeah, so. Oh, sorry, yeah, F2, so.
Yeah.
We got the gloves on, though, keeping them warm. I mean, it's kind of cold out here, so.
Yeah.
And I respect it. If we're mashing those buttons, we want to make sure our hands are nice and good.
Balrog and Relento. Relento, a very
Okay,
tricky character, even though
Sketch.
he's.
Yeah, Sketch
Oh,
Relento.
yes.
Who plays a lot of the classic fighting games that are even older than Street Fighter 4. But did a lot of Relento, one of my favorite characters in this game. Adapted so well to this. Very tricky, very annoying, and very cool.
Yeah. I definitely know Sketch more from, like, Vampire Savior and stuff, so. Relento, those, like, even though he's got some technical aspects to him too, you can just do that little hop motion, essentially play KOF in this game, chip away at their health bar, and then just continue to run it down. Relento is just such a mainstay of being a frustratingly difficult character to deal with, but also having technical aspects that make him like really unique. I'm just excited to see it.
And the options are there. The playstyle is a lot of fun. I'm happy to see one of my favorite characters, Street Fighter 4, on deck. He's going to be going against the range here of Vega, as we know, like having the ability to poke from that distance can challenge a lot of those Relento normals and those rolls. If we have those timings right, those rolls aren't going to be as free from Relento's side. So that is probably going to be the big thing if we can play that right. And that's going to be Artiskan on the Vega here, going up against Sketch Relento.
Absolutely. Both of our players kind of locking in. The stage is bright. The crowd is a lot, and we are swinging over to the boss stage. We do have the Ultra 2 on the side of Vega. We didn't see this in our first match where Vega was showing out, but now we have a little new option to deal with. Oh, the plumber outfit is alive and well.
Hey, this place needs a little bit of maintenance, right? They brought in the man for the job.
Getting a little grody in here, starting off strong with that full screen presence, immediately going for some daggers and build some bar.
Oh, nice. Punishes perfectly into the hot mix-up, but a good backflip. Vega going to have a lot of little tools to make this escape, just like Relento will. Rolls out, spends the bar, gets out of dodge.
Yeah, who turned on the anime game? Great backdash there, getting himself some extra space and not dealing with the focus attack.
All right, Patriots Miracles. Very even so far here. And gets the claw away, but immediate sweep. And if we get those carry throws from Vega, can get all that range, blocks the overhead. Nice.
Oh, punishable, but unfortunately just going to get the walk forward, reset this portion of it here. Nice. Keep inside the pocket.
Overhead, reset into grab, and a nice clean finish there. Sketch takes it pretty well there.
Yeah, unfortunately, breaking the system here is just going to give Relento more work to do. He's got to start repairing this machine. Ooh, backdash instead of letting it rip. A little bit of too much respect coming out from Sketch.
And you see, we already have the punishes on the Mekong Delta roll.
Oh my God, same side, I got hit.
Here we go. Vega's going to have a hard time getting out of here. The backdash helps a little bit, but Patriot Circle. Reset on the other side, but the roundhouse going to get caught by the autocorrect Ultra 2.
No, that's a good option to go for there. Obviously able to give the correction. The backdash gonna put him back in the corner, but give him some frame advantage that he needs. Do we grab him? We do. Quit flopping around. Choke him by the neck and get this reset pressure here. Can't get some Oki off of this.
Oh, nice challenge there, but the throw. Sketch takes that round. The scale damage on the double ultra definitely kept a chance there for Artiskan, but tricky stuff as Sketch is unrelenting with this Unrelento.
Yeah, no, the what is it? The Ultra 1 that's Relento has does a ton of damage, but having that option select for him, while good, yeah, really detracts from how valuable that option can be. It becomes more of a utility for some extra iframes on the character.
Okay, anti-air with the medium once more. A lot of life lost already on Sketch's side, but double ultra is available just in case.
Ooh, nice, good punish there. Able to just go for that sweep, and the back jump is not good enough here. Now Sketch kind of hunting those down, getting a good pickup, going for the reset, goes for the knife. And finally Artiskan able to get out of there.
Ooh, small hit into Sky High Claw, but no punish on it. Way too high, but the punish is here now. Stops. The wall is my domain.
Oh my God. Who am I talking about? That Ultra did way too much damage. It's not through it because it goes for that slide. No anti-air there. Good toss by Sketch.
Trading places. One more hit will do it. And there it is, the jump. Pogo. Match point Sketch.
same side is disgusting. Able to opt between both of those. Such a difficult thing to get through. Next up. It is really interesting because I think Vega really excels here with the great buttons that he has to punish things, but you just can't get it started with how much agility Rolento has, and taking him out of the air like that. What beauty.
Yeah, denied it with just off the wall, off with the dagger. Big hits too. Artiskan in a rough spot here. Punish off the roll. Nakon Delta attack confirms once more.
Looking for anything here. Getting that cancel through into the level 1. This might kill, actually, even with the option selects. Oh, not quite.
Yeah, good job with the focus. Overhead, and now the chip out will do it. Sketch 2-0 with the Rolento. Fun stuff, and you see Sketch, that legacy experience, having played this character in different Street Fighters and having a lot of time in Street Fighter 4, did a wonderful job.
Yeah, really able to focus in on his game plan. Obviously, if you're shutting down what Vega's truly known for, you're already doing a great job. And Rolento just has so many options to counteract that or just stuff up the space. You know, the spinning stick is such a great way to just eat up that airspace. The daggers take up so much extra space. And, you know, Vega doesn't really have an option to press a button safely and get it because you just want to put out that large poke. But has a little bit of ways to solve that problem, and he's still in that loser side, so he has some time. Maybe not seeing a Rolento after that, but you never know. Who knows? My guess is Sketch is the only one.
There's still a lot of brackets. There's still a lot of bracket. There's still a lot of good players here, and there may be more Rolento in their future, but for now, we're setting up our next match almost immediately as Ultimate Gohan versus Gigi E.X. will be our next match here to see who will fight Ronan Healy in the winners finals of Pool F1. This better go the distance, or else I'm gonna be sad.
Two straight instant fast, man.
I need to see last game, last round on Mariah.
Right now.
And I don't mean right games.
Yeah, we definitely have. Oh my goodness. I'm very excited. What were we commentating? Was it Ultra 4?
I don't know. The game only yelled its name out at you for the last, like, 20 minutes, so I think you hopefully will know by now.
We'll wake it up. We'll get back in there. South Asia, the beautiful Bay. We are out here. I do not see the Yuri on the screen, but I did see the fist bump.
All right, Ryu's back into the streets. Ryu from streets, excuse me.
No. We saw this matchup earlier versus Ultimate Gohan, but Gigi might have some extra power here. Understanding what is needed to take down the T-Hawk is very important in this matchup.
Already just tossing plasma, getting our simple combos too, so a lot sharper already. So Ultimate Gohan's going to be in for a tough one. Gets a perfect sweep punish, jumping, but DP comes out.
Nice, good sweep on the side of Gohan, though. That heavy DP gaining him so much extra space, as well as the EX Fireball knocking back and pushing back.
All right, whiffing light, but the neutral jump getting caught out. Stuff the Condor Spire. Watch out here. Ultimate Gohan locked and loaded with Ultra 1.
Obviously, the positioning is a little scary here with your back towards the wall and a lot of your HP starting to fall off. Another Spire. He's kind of falling into a tricky situation here. Is he going for the Ultra? The backdash is able to get away from it.
No punish, though. Had all the time in the world for Ultra 1 punish. Oh, he walked right into it. Getting tapped on the dome. Gigi E.X taking that first round.
I guess those eye slits aren't quite working out as well as T-Hawk might need right there. Missing the flying Ryu.
Got a big jump in, gets a slight little combo, pushes to the corner, and already making great space. This offense could be good, but that's not a safe jump.
Good pickups. The DP not corrected there. Instead, going to get hit up by the cross-up sweep. Doing just fine. Great neutral buttons right now, but Ultimate Gohan going to get into the pocket here and try his way through.
Another uppercut right back at you. We are trading. Big hits. All right, EX Tatsu, a lot of life left though on Ultimate Gohan. Has Ultra 1 ready. Try to get Q with it with the whiff spot dive into Ultra, but GG called that out.
Heavy DP will still punish those recovery frames. So like if you're already reacting to that jump in and you're close enough, yeah, it's a great way to keep that going. Needs to maybe do that closer to full screen if he wants to bait something out. But even still, it's a tough one to bait buffer for.
All right, good spot though. Gigi E.X reacting accordingly, getting a nice little lead, jumping fierce. But the jump back EX dive. Oh, no command grab, but it's fine. Super sweet.
Able to keep things going here. Nice. That backdash gave him just enough space that he needed. Just goes with the sweep instead of that full combo. And the cross up Tatsu. Such a strong option coming out from Gigi with the health pretty much even.
All right, doesn't get the cross up. Doesn't get the ultra, though. That's going to be big. Mashes out ultra. You didn't combo, bro. Come right here. Ultimate Gohan. Ultra Gohan. Swanging.
Take that comfy seat. Those muscles might not be the most comfy, but the satisfaction of taking down your opponent in flashy fashion will always lead you. Nice.
All right, wake up uppercut again, and we trade with the body splash.
Good opportunity for a combo. Instead, just going for that quick, easy damage, plus the corner carry, but you kind of locked yourself in here. Let's see if he's able to get out. Tatsu to finish.
Yeah, Tower Copter does it with EX uppercut. All that bar is being spent here with punish with the sweep from T-Hawk. Do it again.
Yeah, switching over into those crouching jabs there, trying to stabilize a little bit, but the EX Spire coming through. No confirm, though.
Oh, and we whiff punish. Game 2 going Ultimate Gohan as we are just getting grimy here, grappler style. Gigi not phased, but after their good performance in Game 1, starting to lose his luster.
Yeah, I mean, we were, I don't want to say complain. We were frustrated by the fact that the game wasn't starting, but it really does ice out your players as well when you don't have active amounts into the match for so long. So Gohan getting a nice reset there with the tick throw setup.
All right, blocks across up, gets a sweet punish, jumps over and blocks again. Little combo, nothing crazy, but look at this lead.
That good back jump, he could have contested with an air-to-air, but was trying to figure out if he'd DB on wake up when he came down. Nice, got around it, but a great FADC there.
All right, chips on the table here. If you're not careful, the up back dive, match point, Ultimate Gohan.
No.
Oh my god, we're almost gonna let that FAD, the focus attack rip. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, big hold there. This ain't no Ronan out here. We got to keep things going. Oh, you didn't finish the combo. I was definitely churning the butter, waiting for it. Good jump back, keeping things safe.
Extra scary uppercut on the side of Gigi. Speaking of uppercuts, Ultimate Gohan letting it rip. Super even here. We're sweeping. We're going for it. We're dashing in DP. Stop pressing.
Can't lose my turn if I never stop pressing. Real good, solid stuff. That is not the safe jump he was looking for there. And just the next hit is definitely able to close it out. FADC to win back some pressure here and just give himself some space while he has the Ultra 1 ready.
Oh, that's not going to work. You're still airborne. There's the punish you want to see. Get that damage, get that round.
Really solid stuff by Gigi. Could have gone for something a little harder there, but there's nothing that beats a quick Ultra to close out a round.
All right, I wanted it, I got it. Last game, last round, it all comes down to this.
Hey, at least they're gonna put on a show for us. Walked back to the corner right now, not able to punish that Spire coming through. Jumped, was read by Ultra Gohan, but not quite fast enough to react with the counter option.
Oh, same side, Spire hits, your life is almost forfeit. Gets to jump in here. Jump light, it helps as well. Gigi E.X now with the life lead.
That micro delay might have given him the extra mental damage that Gigi needs to close this out, but the whip here is going to take out so much damage on the EX. Tosses him back. Do we keep it safe or do we rush in and bait it out? What a beautiful performance by Gigi, closing that out in fantastic fashion. That was a tight one.
It went down to literal the last hit on either one. If it was the Ultra one, that would have won it, but only got the EX command grab, so gave Gigi one last chance. And once you block that DP that you got hit by like countless times at least, simple, quick, 2-1, moving on. Ronan Healy, it's gonna be a hard task for Gigi, especially how shook he might have got against Ultimate Gohan, but hey, you know, there's a chance.
Luckily, it's a similar beast, right? Like, you're kind of worrying about the same type of stuff. I don't think he's going to be able to jump in the way he was on there. Even though you're scared of Spire coming up, still, Ronan somehow makes every move that you make your problem. So
it'll be funny. It'll be funny if we see that later on. I know we only got time for so many more matches for this block, so it'll be one more before we wrap up pulls here. Especially because I got to run over the third track anyway.
Exactly.
So we will see who gets up. You know.
Yeah, we can always message Riz, make sure nothing's going. But let's be real.
I'm just crossing my fingers here.
Yeah.
You know, we plug in, we move out, and then we can send y'all to the next game without too much problem.
Yeah, I know CVS2 is on there, so my guess is you got time.
I might.
I'm just betting.
I might do. That's true.
We'll definitely see about that soon. Otherwise, we're going to try and sneak one more Ultra 4 matchup in here. My guess is it's going to be Gigi versus Ronan.
I
right?
can see that.
The F1.
Yeah, it's going to be that just to close out, especially because Ronan has to wait anyway, right?
Exactly.
But Gigi's warmed up a bit. Ronan's probably on the cooler side.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it won't take long for him to get going.
Yeah. I don't think his mentality ever leaves the pits of fire, though. He's a fighter no matter where you find him. You could be sitting at Publix and just like a grocery store, RHEB, right?
I know.
Just they might not. But anyways, pull up the cab, pull up the setup. I bet you he'd still 3-0 me. Doesn't even matter if he was ice cold. I'll put him in the freezer section and he'll still take me down.
Right? Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he's the top dog here in this pool, and we'll see if Gigi can muster the strength to topple another grappler.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the big thing. The T-Hawk was one thing, but the Hugo is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, like you were saying, that set play, that extra game between the two can get very out of control very quickly. But I'm like, did we happen to see how the F2 bracket actually went through? Because that was another one we had out here.
Yeah, I couldn't
going
say.
at the same time. Let's see if
I
I
can
can
see that
find
real
it
quick.
up.
Yeah, for as long as we were chilling there, I didn't really be on my phone too much because it's commentating good etiquette.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I'll break
I
that
could have
now
been
because I
sitting
want
here
to see
just
it.
matching on solitaire or a phone game, doing my dailies. Just like I gotta do it at some point, right?
Yeah, right. Midstream, might as well. Let's see it. I got the G2 pool. Let's go to F2. See where that lines up for us. Oh, we still got some matches left in F2 unless it hasn't been picked up yet. We got King Dre and Easy Man over in the winner's semis. That might be the one that we're doing as they set up to play against Sketch potentially on that winner's side. And obviously losers just being held up a little bit between people not showing up.
People and winners.
Exactly.
I mean, that's how it goes. It's fine. It's fine.
No.
It's been fun though. Again, this is the Broly Legs Memorial Tournament for Ultra Street Fighter 4, a mainstay here at Texas Showdown here. Remembering one of the Texas's best players, inspiring.
Yeah.
Chun-Li, one of the best to ever do it. You know, Mike Medjum, missed that guy, 100%. But legacy continues to live on here at Texas Showdown.
And his family always shows up for these wonderful events, retell stories, show pictures of all the fun that he had out here.
Yep.
They're just a super loving bunch, and like you don't get that kind of community anywhere else. So,
absolutely.
It's one of the things that keeps getting me back here. So.
All right, sounds like we're getting our buttons moving and grooving, hopefully without much of a problem.
Fingers crossed.
If your hardware's right, then you'll get things going without having to worry too much. But you know, it's been fun either way hanging out with you.
Oh yeah,
we got one last game here for this ride that has been up and down all around.
Oh yeah. So you never know what you're gonna get when you sit in these seats, right? This is its own roller coaster. Yeah,
which is nice.
Exactly.
I don't gotta stay. If I had to stand around, then that might be a problem.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to get on one of those mics one of the time, stand out in front and call the matches live, like at the 12 p.m. block. That sounds like a fun time. I feel like the ones that are still hanging out at midnight to watch some game, those are the realest guys.
Hell yeah.
But it's still a great time out here. Like I said earlier today, Ultra 4 is going to be this afternoon. I believe it's at 6 p.m., but I'm sure with a couple of these delays, it might swing closer to that 7 p.m., mid-evening action. I know KOF 15 is right before it, so maybe 8 p.m. All pending a bracket reset. That's just one of those games that can last forever. So Love it to death. Love how fun it is. But my goodness, can it take its sweet time sometime? I mean, we literally had to get off of the PS4 version and do PS5 on the PS4 version just to handle the load times a little better. That crap can go slow. Yep, and this is the match we expected.
Gigi and Ronan, we're all looking good. Finger crossed. Ryu and Hugo.
Yeah.
We have the OG Mr. Street Fighter himself on the, launch character, obviously, versus Hugo. Came in that final update of the game alongside Rolento, Poison, and Elena.
Yeah.
Made a fun little wrinkle just translating those characters from Street Fighter Cross Tekken into Street Fighter 4, which is cool, but it kind of opened up a big can of worms.
Yes. Really changed the way this game could be paced. Got a lot of uniqueness out of it. You're going to see some of it here. Gigi off to a really strong start with the zoning game, right? This character is literally so big, he's just getting tacked randomly by the fireballs after going for his normals, but your setups have to be safe. Or you're going to lose
breaks the glass, armor shattered, a heavy punch DP. You cannot FADC it, but it does break. Up back, just to be safe here, you gotta watch out, because now Ronan is scheming, has the Ultra One ready. Gigas Breaker could do some damage.
No, a little early.
Airborne. Yeah. No yumping. Get that meaty right, and you don't gotta worry about it. Nice, light DP into Ultra One.
Nice, and able to clean that up early. Ronan falling down.
That's a classic. We didn't get to see that at all in the game in that last set, GG, but GG looking pretty sharp. Back hurting a little bit though.
Yeah. So like my experience with Street Fighter 4 is very strange because I had Street Fighter 5 first before I came to this, which has that button proximity. And you can really see the way he's pushing the lights to trade with buttons with Ronan. I mean, as well as that amazing sequence there. What a nice pickup. He did combo.
This is such different from the GT we saw last time.
Yeah.
Playing in a more comfortable environment because Ronan is not partying.
No,
Ultimate Gohan party. So now that we're playing like tamer Street Fighter, Gigi's looking right at home.
Yeah, it's definitely his wheelhouse right now. He's really able to disrupt what Ronan's doing with very simple buttons, constant pressure that just doesn't need too much. That light is putting so much work, not allowing Ronan to start the clap fest, and the DP to interrupt any sort of continued pressure.
Oh, these hits though, try to armor through with the EX Fireball, 2 hits with Punish again, and Gigi just finding all these small moments. Lariato. Now you're gonna hold this.
There's always another layer. Good stuff here. Clap starting to come through. Backdash FADC.
EX Fireball again. Now we're throwing some plasma. Ronan is just trying to find his way forward. Has one armored lariat instead. Nice.
Yeah, surprised he didn't go for that Ultra One, but maybe trying to hold on to that for that situation to show up one more time. Reads that double jump there. Knows you think he's churning the butter, but going through there, man, that crouching medium punch, so much damage backwards. And
enough armor. 2 hits is not going to be good. You had to have done the Ultra One there, which may have tried to buffer it, but didn't get it.
Yeah, good awareness by Ronan, knowing as a player, most people aren't willing to commit such a drastic resource, but you know, sometimes when your back's in the corner like that, you gotta spend, and great pick up there from Ronan.
Every time, it's always been the same. Gigi gets a jump in, dash up DP, gonna eat a big splat. That breaks the armor, but doesn't get super.
No combo though. Unfortunate on the side of Gigi. Nice safety. Not getting the full combo though.
Oh, there's a trade there. A little bit last chance for Gigi in this game. Ronan almost ready to tie things up 1-1. Has the 1 bar for EX Lariat just in case.
A little bit of spare patience. You don't often see that from Ronan, and the Lariat comes out right away. Beautiful dash forward.
I mean, Gigi just had to wait. I mean, EX Lariat is punishable on block and just had to hold down back. Wouldn't have got chipped out by it, but, you know, trying to challenge these things and trying to control space. Even with the projectile, ain't gonna work all the time. 1-1. Nice.
Good falling medium punch. Usually used for that anti-air. Oh, well, let's not use it anymore now. Let's clean it up here.
Ooh, wait, a back throw. Ronan was expecting something. That time just turning. Works out. If you're not gonna put me in blocks then, I'm either gonna hit that back breaker or get that splat.
Nice. The meaties are so much more on point now. He's looking like a deli the way he's serving out these splats. Keep it going.
All right.
Punish.
There you go. Finally blocked it out. Big punish here. No, drops the Ultra. That would have been huge damage to bring GG back on board. Is pumping Ultra, waiting for it to do, and not going to work.
No, a little too slow, unfortunately. A good idea to buffer it there. Looking for any option. Toss him to the back. How do you get around Ronan? No, the EX Lariat's going to give him enough armor to push through there and take down Ryu and put himself on set point.
All right, here we go now. Last chance for GG. Stand roundhouse check. EX Fireball beats the armor.
Nice.
And a two-piece. Okay. Oh,
wow. Extended hurt box is truly on display. Gonna get an easy punish here. Toss him down, throw him around. What's the mix though? It's overhead.
All right, no squashing the meat here. Has jumped out of that consistently.
Oh.
That is not checked at all. That is a slow dash after a level 1 focus dash. Not close enough for the Ultra. Instead, try to get cute with it and catch Ronan with EX Tatsu.
Oh my goodness.
Hammer Mountain. Backbreaker. Now one guess away from Ronan to advance.
Hey, beautiful pickup there with a good jump in, just trying to cover all that space. Catch the DP on the back portion or the wake up EX Tatsu. Either way, Ronan's going to be moving on in your winner's side. And don't worry, they still have a chance to go off into that losers.
And that'll be it for here, Ultra Street Fighter 4 on the stream at Full Bar Esports at Texas Showdown. We hope you enjoyed it. We got to get ready for our next game. But thank you for hanging out with myself and Wycry. It was a blast.
Absolutely, Raph, dude. And you go have fun on 3S. Check them out at Riz1 or stay right here for whatever's coming next.
Later.